So we're spending about 3 weeks in the Georgetown Stocking Island area of the Exhumas in the Bahamas. And on our last video, we kind of profiled the Chat and Chill, kind of cruiser central, and everything that's going on there near the Chat and Chill, from music to volleyball to a few fish and some rays and a nice little conch shack right on the beach. It's a great place to hang out if you're a social person, and there's fun things to do all day long. So in today's video, we're going to venture out past the Chat and Chill and go down to Monument for a hike. We're going to listen to the sailing piano. We'll head into Georgetown, check out provisioning and what Georgetown has to offer. Stop at a few beach bars like the Sandbar. Maybe go off and feed some turtles and wrap up with a delicious meal cooked for some of our friends that have joined us. Got our lobster tails, half tails there. Have you ever dreamed of selling it all and cruising into the sunset? Well, that's exactly what we did. It's no fun going it alone though, so why don't you join us for the ride? So we've been hanging out near Georgetown in the Exhumas on Stocking Island at a place called the Chat and Chill. We heard about a hike nearby, maybe a 5-10 minute dinghy ride called Monument. So we're on this map at the Heart, and we're going to go up to the Arrow. Should be a lot of fun, and we could definitely use the exercise. Monument is actually a super nice anchorage, also very popular amongst cruisers because it shields you from the predominant east winds. The Monument itself was once a navigational beacon, but now it's really just a very popular hike, in addition to the beautiful beach at Monument and gorgeous anchorage. As we started our walk, we came upon a bunch of rock formations, obviously made by cruisers. They're either boat names or sayings, and you could view them from the top of Monument. A word of caution, don't take the path on the right side of Monument to get up to Monument itself. It's too steep. What you want to do is dinghy about 2 minutes further north around a little point, and you'll come upon a dock. Now this dock is kind of submerged at high tide, so you want to be careful, but that's where the path starts to get you up to Monument. It's a lot easier. There's only one little area that's a little bit steep, and it looks like some cruisers have installed some ropes to make it easier for everybody. As expected, the views from the top of Monument are just spectacular. Across the way is Georgetown on Great Exuma Island. And as I hinted at, it's pretty cool to see all the rock formations from above. We ended up doing this hike 2 different times, and it was well worth it both times. We highly recommend it. And even Pancake did it.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. No, that's not your dinghy.
So on the morning cruisers net, we heard that there was going to be a piano concert behind a boat that night, and we decided to dinghy over and check it out.
Sometimes with a couple of steel foes when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? sides her tail sound, and a wave broke over the railing.
This was certainly one of the most unique things that we experienced in the Georgetown area. You definitely don't want to miss it. Dave is an excellent piano player and tries to do it once a week, weather permitting. With 350 boats or so still anchored in the Georgetown stocking area, it's definitely a pretty impressive display every night.
You bite. Who's biting? Who's biting?
When morning comes, it's often puppy
your
time.
belly.
We've had Pancake now for about 6 months, and even though she's 4 years old, she's a big puppy, and she seems to be really acclimating well to boat life.
Oh, you attack dog. Oh, you attack dog. Oh, give in. Submit. Take down. Take down. Turn over. Oh. Woof. No you. No you. No you. This is the way girls fight. Yeah. I hate you, bitch. I smack you, bitch. Who you call a bitch? Bad bitch.
So one really cool thing about the water in the Exhumas is it's crystal clear most of the time. And here you could see our anchor in about 10-12 feet of water clearly, and then the chain going off to the left. So if you want to go into Georgetown, your best bet is to take your dinghy in and you go under the little bridge into Victoria Harbor, and there is a nice little dinghy dock there set up for cruisers. One great thing is on this dock there is free water, so you can bring your water jugs in and fill them in, and just a short walk away is garbage. So they have all the services the cruisers need. You could also get water taxis from the dock if you care to, and the dock is located directly behind the Exhuma market, so it makes it super convenient for provisioning or picking up people from the airport if they take a taxi there from the airport. The Exhuma market has pretty good prices as far as the Bahamas goes, and there's often fresh produce and well-stocked meat selection. There's a number of small restaurants in town and numerous liquor stores. And you could also buy fish at the local beauty salon, oddly enough. There's also an open air straw market if that is your thing. Some friends recommended the Exhuma Yacht Club, so we went up top. It's got some great views, nice little bar, and a pretty good food selection. Surprisingly, the food was pretty good there. We got some killer sushi, which was some fried shrimp and tuna roll with huge portions.
It's Sunday morning. I'm pretty excited. Not because Lori sheared the shit out of me yesterday. Holy crap. Never had so little hair in my life. But we're going to Chat and Chill. Not because they have church at 9:30 in the morning, but they have a pig roast at noon, and we're going to get there early. Never made a pig roast I didn't like. Really looking forward to this. Let you know how it is. Still Sunday, and I'm also excited because Lori made me a Bloody Mary. Bloody Sunday? Bloody Sunday?
Sunday, buddy.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Sunday. Cheers.
Cheers. Pancake doesn't have one, but we do. Sorry, Cakes.
So after the disappointing pig roast, we headed north for about 10 minutes in the dinghy to Starfish Beach and a little bar called Da Sandbar. So Da Sandbar is run by Jonathan. I understand it does a full moon party there. It's a cool little beach bar. There's a few palapas, volleyball net, really popular on Sundays where he has some live music, and he'll also grill you up a hot dog if you're interested. So in the Bahamas, the sun can obviously get pretty hot. We purchased this sun canopy on Amazon called Sun Ninja. It works really well, definitely in high winds works well. You fill the corners with sand. It takes about 10 minutes to set up. Definitely recommend the thing. Another place we like to anchor on Stocking Island is called Sand Dollar Beach. It has great protection, very popular anchorage. There's some kid play areas on the beach, and there's also a nice hike or a couple nice hikes you could take to the ocean side or the bank side. So we had a few days of high winds when our friends were visiting, and they didn't get to see much. But once the winds shifted to the south, we decided to go to Hooper's Bay, which is a little bit to the north, so we could feed the turtles. Hooper's is popular for the turtles. There's some signs that says don't feed them, then they won't know how to forage on their own. But a lot of people were feeding them, and even boats were coming in, kind of tour boats feeding them, so it seems to be a thing to do. The beach itself is quite beautiful. We didn't know exactly where the turtles were, so we kind of took a walk and eventually figured it all out. The turtles sort of find you. And when they do come around, they're definitely not shy. And apparently they love romaine lettuce. These turtles were definitely cute, and sometimes when they were trying to pull the lettuce away from you and they couldn't, they'd actually take a fin and kind of use it as leverage, kind of like a dog would use its paw.
What are we doing right now?
So we have some friends over, and we'd like to cook them a little bit something special tonight. So I got these lobster tails. They're Caribbean lobster tails. They're spiny lobster. They're not like New England lobster. There's no claws, so they're really all tail. But there's good size. These are probably like at least a pound each. We've got 3 of them. I've taken a little olive oil and chopped a little garlic. Put that all together. I'm going to marinate them, put a little acid in, probably a little white wine, and marinate them for a couple hours. Then we're going to grill them and serve them with some sort of Lori's famous side dishes, but don't know what that is yet. So that's how it's going to go this evening. We'll see how this comes out. See if they'll come back for a second meal. So I forgot to say how I'm preparing them. I use these, their shells are wicked hard, so I'm using these kitchen shears or whatever and just cutting down the middle on each side. I'm going to split them in half, and then I'll grill them kind of half, so I'll 6 different halves. That's how we're doing them.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Got our lobster tails, half tails there, little chicken. Oh, look at that. Can you smell what I'm cooking? Okay, so putting you on the spot. These are our guests. What do you think of Caribbean lobster?
It is amazing.
It's good?
Awesome.
Good? First time, right?
Yeah.
First time? Good?
It's very good.
Excellent.
Love it.
Excellent. So you'll come back to this restaurant?
will. X 5 stars.
5-star.
5-star? 5-star. Where are you from?
Massachusetts.
Worcester?
Worcester County.
So we spent a lot of time in Georgetown, about 3 weeks. Our friends had come and gone. It's time for us to go and start moving our way back north. And we decided to stage the night before leaving at a place called Goat Key, which is just south of Hooper's Bay, where we fed the turtles. Again, really well sheltered from the south winds and a beautiful beach. Lori had heard about a little place called Splash, which is a bar at a hotel called Hideaways, just a short walk away. So we figured we would do it. And it ended up being only like a 5-minute walk. Splash is actually a bar restaurant, and we had some drinks and some, I think, conch fritters that were actually pretty good. So we recommend it. The hotel part looks pretty cozy, and they have a really nice pool and a nice bay view with a small beach too. For a land-based vacation, we would definitely stay here at Hideaway. So hey, thanks for watching this video till the end. There sure was a lot of content in this one as we close out our time in Georgetown. Hope you were entertained, and thanks for watching.